What's up, everybody? Figured might as well do another video because we're all home. Not else going on, can't go out, can't socialize. I'm still shaving every day. So, figured why not, right? But the purpose of this video is I was speaking with a gentleman earlier today being Saturday, and we were talking about various shavettes. And the gentleman in question is a phenomenal shavette shaver. And we were talking about various shavettes and everything, and I have one on my wish list that's very high on my wish list that he has kind of helped persuade me in my thinking. I apologize for not saying the only listening to the top of my head. I'm trying to rinse out my soap puck here. We were talking about various shavettes, and you know, I have 5 or 6 if you count the Dovo. And I said, you know, this one I want to get. I just need to save up for it first, and a couple of other things I want to get as well, like some tobacco in the ceramic container, because I just tried the shade stick this week on Tuesday, and honestly, I love the scent. Performance is top notch. It is as good, if not better than, some artisan soaps I've tried and used. Those artisans I'm not going to name, because I don't want to badmouth anybody. And it's been a while since I've tried some artisans, so not really a super fair comparison, but you know, anyway, whatever. We were talking about a specific razor, and if you've already seen the thumbnail, you know I'm talking about the IBC. I love the IBC. It's fantastic, absolutely fantastic razor. I've only used it with an AC blade. And I was talking to another individual, and he said, "Hey, have you used, you know, the injector blades in them?" And I said I hadn't. And he asked if I'd used like a DE blade or anything, and I said I hadn't, but I know they can take them. So it's designed to be a very versatile razor. I just haven't used anything other than what was sent in, or what I put in there first was the AC, because it's on the first blade. And the last shave I got was an okay shave. It wasn't anything spectacular, it wasn't bad. But I got like 9 or 10 shaves out of that titanium pink, or whatever it's called, Captain Pink, super mild, you know, whatever. The mild Kai blade. So I figured it was time to change the blade, and might as well put in an injector blade to try that out, or a mini hair shaper, because I have some Schick blades from my Schick injector. So that's what I put in the IBC today. And I apologize, this is probably gonna be a longer video. I'm using the Cube from PAA with the soap, and the soap doesn't need it. The soap I'm using is Catie'sBubbles Purple Grapefruit. Catie'sBubbles is one of my absolute favorite bases. Love Catie'sBubbles, and I love this scent. My middle son also loves Catie'sBubbles. He has good taste. He actually picked the soap to use. He said, "Catie'sBubbles," and I said, okay, because who's going to argue with a 5-year-old about what soap to use when they choose something as great as Catie'sBubbles? Am I right? But anyway, I thought I'd use Catie'sBubbles. So I'm using the Cube tonight simply because of the brush. I'm using a Stirling Boar that I'm still breaking in. I've only had about 20-something shaves on this brush, and it's still a lather-eating monster. So, figured I may as well. It doesn't help that I drop half of my lather into the frickin' sink. Good job, idiot. But Figured I'd use the cube to help as a lather boost on the brush, simply because of the brush I'm using, not because Catie'sBubbles is a bad soap. It needs the extra help. It does not. But you can see the soap is already peaky. And I squeeze out the knot because there was a ton of water sitting there, although I only soaked like a little bit more than the tips on this brush. Trying to control the water content. Didn't do a good job, apparently. So, I apologize, you have to watch me make a lather here. At least it didn't watch me have to load. I loaded for about 45 seconds or so, something like that. Still dry. Not too dry, but just a little. There's a little bit more moisture. We're almost there. Hopefully I can get this lathered under the 10-minute mark. So anyway, with the IBC shavette, I thought, you know, I'm gonna try this with the mini hair shaper or the injector blade. I haven't done that yet. And I figured, you know, the very first shape I used, the IBC, I recorded it. So why not keep that tradition alive and record this shape as well? I think we can have plenty of lather for my subsequent passes, at least that's the hope. That's why I used the cube and loaded wet and heavy. Almost used the Marco method. I did let that dry out a little bit more. I gave it a couple flicks. It's feeling nice and slick. I think we might be okay here. So how's everyone doing this fine weekend? We just got orders from our governor to stay inside. Not quite a shelter in place like California and some other states and counties. There we go. But more along the lines of following, basically just don't be an idiot. Follow the CDC guidelines. Don't go out unless you absolutely need to. Don't gather anyone outside of your immediate family, immediate household. You know, kind of stuff that we should have been doing the past 2 weeks anyway. And don't go out unless you absolutely need to get necessities and stuff like that. So that came in. I've already been home for like 3 weeks, something like that. Now they're on the shirt. That's okay, so it's a shaved shirt. So we're going with the IBC with an injector blade or a mini hair shaper. And to me, it looks like there is a slightly more blade exposure than with an AC blade. So, like I said, I just put this in this morning, see how it goes. Certainly smooth. Residual thickness is fantastic. You can see the lather in there. Catie'sBubbles is phenomenal soap, one of my favorites, as I've mentioned. And as if you've been around the channel for a while, you know I've used it in quite a few videos. I have to adjust because I'm using the longer blade in here. But this is not bad at all. So you probably see this is going to be a little bit of a longer video because I'm using a shavette and I had to build my lather. I guess I could have built my lather in a bowl and then kind of worked it on my face. Could have done that at the same time. Sorry. So the time of recording this is currently Saturday evening, the 28th. Tomorrow, a couple of the Facebook groups are doing a shave for the first responders, and I'll be participating in that. Tomorrow being Sunday. I did use Rick's soap already this week. That was my last video, and he works in the lab as mentioned in my video. So I think tomorrow I'm going to use Lavenwood by Artisan is 4, or Roland Robert down in Louisiana. And I have a Gillette. Let's see if I can find those blades. I received this. This is a pass round going around in one of the groups. Some of these Gillette Super Blue. These are vintage. Don't know what year they are from. The individual who's sending these around doesn't know either. Probably doing a shave with those tomorrow evening. I already pulled one out. Sitting in my, this is an M3 Gillette Slim. You can see the blades are kind of black. Haven't shaved with it yet. Tomorrow will be my first use. And these blades don't seem as smooth as the ACs. Huh? Uh-huh. I just close it a little bit. I mean, they're not bad, but I can feel a little roughness, especially here on the chin area. They're just not, I mean, they're not bad, but they're just not they wouldn't be my first choice. So how's everyone, I've already asked how everyone's doing. Has anyone picked up any new hobbies during this time? I saw one of my friends, Kyler Williams, posted that. You can see, I think they had a little bit of hair in there. He posted it on his Facebook page. I just recently got a charcoal grill from my parents. My dad's really gotten into smoking lately. He has 3 smokers now. 2 electric. And 1 charcoal. And he had this Weber kettle grill. It's a 22-inch grill that he had for a bit. Hasn't assembled it yet. So it's sitting in the box. And I was talking to him. We had dinner with him not too long ago, and he used a charcoal grill or charcoal smoker. from a company based here in Utah. And we were talking and says, yeah, you know, I had this, I don't need the charcoal grill anymore. If I go camping, I'll take my smaller one. He has a little small portable Weber kettle grill. Or he's like, I got this charcoal grill, charcoal smoker that I'll take if I want to do any smoking, you know, or out ATV riding or whatever. So he just gave me the 22-inch kettle, Weber kettle smoker grill. And I've been wanting to, because of him and a few of my friends, I've been looking at getting a smoker and whatnot, just haven't. So, now my question is, do I assemble that now? And then look for, you know, order the thermometer temperature gauge so I can keep an eye on the heat, and I gotta get briquettes and all this other stuff, or just wait, and do I assemble it, or do I wait for a month-ish until we move? So far, the blade exposure's not bad. But it does, I like the longer blades. Oh, not bad. Speaking to TV, my wife has found a new show on Netflix. Sorry, this up a minute. It's warm. So she's been watching that recently. It's one that's already ended, so she can just kind of binge watch a couple episodes each night. So if you can hear it, she's watching Madam Secretary with Tay Leone and a few other people. Tay Leone is the main actor, whatever they want to be called these days. It's been cold. It was cold here today. It snowed. Not what I wanted for this time of year. I think my boar might be drying out my lather. Probably should rinse off. myself pretty good there. Again, shorter blade. That's gonna be a good little leaper. There you go. Keep an eye on that one, yeah. Pretty neat diptych. Haven't had needed this diptych for a minute. You turn it down a little bit. That'll go away. Alright, last pass. Might need a little diptych on that. Alright, luckily I don't need my cheeks because I've already gone against the grain. Maybe a little bit clean up here. That actually feels really good. They're still going away. Stalking someone who has the same brush. I have about 22 shades on this brush. Something like that now. And he said, yep, takes about double that to break in. Like, alright, I'm halfway there. Cube on Jovi. It feels a little dry. I'm gonna regret that. Should be okay for a quick pass. Squeeze out anything left for a touch-up. Go look. Hopefully you should keep this under half an hour. Oh, yeah, look at that. Decent amount of blood. Oh well. was purely user error, nothing of the soap. Not a bad shade. I've got my little trouble spot here, not bad. Alright, not bad. Nice little trouble spot here. Ah, man. Other than that little spot right there, this is a really good shade. There. We'll just call that good. Quick little rinse. Alright, so quick little Thayers Witch hazel. This one's almost gone. This is the coconut water. Made in the stick. We'll see. So overall, I'd have to say I still like the IBC quite a bit. It's a phenomenal razor. Not BBS, but a DFS. Well, the trouble spots are always right here. A little bit right there. Mustache area is nice and smooth. The chin is not bad, about my standard. Trouble spot here is actually pretty darn good. That could be a little cleaner here. Yeah, I'll call that good. All right, so not bad. The injector blades, or mini hair shavers, in the IBC do work, and they work pretty dang well. However, if I had my preference, I'd go with the AC blades. I just like the longer blades in this. It seems like at least the Kai Pinks have a little less blade exposure, but I'm not going to change it out. I'm just going to get used to this on here, and this is really shiny. So, not bad at all. We'll just keep going with that and keep practicing. I did use the Cube pre-shave off camera, a little bit of a prep, and you can see here my brush is already lather's pretty much gone. That's why I use the Cube. And the soap was the always fantastic Catie'sBubbles Purple Grapefruit. So I'm going to clean up my gear off camera, and thank you guys for tuning in, and I will catch you guys later on.